until February 20th, 1962. It came to fame in a single day with an American adventure that history will call the John Glenn story. Fashioned to flash across the nation, California to New York, setting a supersonic speed record of 3 hours and 23 minutes. With experimental thrusts toward speed and altitude, the limitations of time and distance were being brushed aside as experimental planes like the X-15 launched from its Air Force mothership rocket to record-breaking altitudes and speeds. Unmanned experimental flights and orbits pressed onward until it was time for man to orbit, until the word was go. Chosen from many Americans who answered the president's call, these astronauts dedicated themselves to study, training, and physical conditioning. With Alan Shepard learning about weightlessness as it will be encountered in outer space, and Gus Grissom becoming acquainted with the stress of greatly increased gravity, as Wally Schirra masters manual spacecraft control. Three years of engineering skill and scientific experimentation have gone into this historic Atlas launching. Its component parts have come from countless sources, devised and fabricated by many thousands of technicians in hundreds of United States cities. And this, the motive power, carefully raised to position on its gantry. This, the Atlas, with power to develop 360,000 pounds of thrust, with capability to swiftly lift the spacecraft and its passenger as high as 160 miles, to inject the spacecraft into orbit at 17,500 miles an hour. And now the word is go as the spacecraft is lifted into its position atop the Atlas. This spacecraft, 6 feet across at its widest heat shield end, 10 feet tall, built to withstand heat shield temperatures of 3,000 degrees Fahrenheit as the wind rushes by at more than 15,000 miles an hour. As the astronaut prepares for space flight, for adventure into outer space. Mercury control waits and watches, with the Atlas standing ready to throb into life. Ready. Friendship 7 is ready. And so is John Glenn. At the gantry, elevators lift Glenn to the 11th level, the spacecraft level. Glenn takes his place in Friendship 7, looking towards the unknown. Ready. Mercury Atlas is ready, and so is the astronaut. The countdown is underway at Cape Canaveral, as all the world holds its breath, and all the world is witness.
Godspeed, John Glenn. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. vibration area coming up here now. We're smoothing out some now, getting out of the vibration area. Roger, reading you loud and clear. Flight path looks good. Pitch 25, stand by for... Roger, Pico. Back to 1 1/4, the tower fired. Could not see the tower go. I saw the smoke go by the window. Yeah, we confirm staging on PM. Roger. 1.5 Gs. Friendship 7, Bermuda has you. Roger, Bermuda, stand by. This is Friendship 7. Seco. Plaza grades fired, okay. Adjust F. Roger, 0G, and I feel fine. Capsule is turning around. Oh, that view is tremendous. Roger, turnaround has started. Roger, capsule turning around, and I could see the booster during turnaround just a couple of 100 yards behind me. It was beautiful.
The word is go, and John Glenn is go, and with him go all of mankind's dreams of someday touching the unattainable stars. Under a tropic sun, the tracking ship Rosenot waits and follows his course as he flashes towards the coast of Africa. To John Glenn belongs an awesome panorama of the earth below. Beyond human sight, Friendship 7 makes a slow boat out of the sun as the spacecraft girdles the earth every 90 minutes. Like a shooting star at 5 miles a second, 17,500 miles an hour, John Glenn streaks away from today into the night of tomorrow, racing towards the dawn of yesterday. As Glenn sights the lights of Perth and Rockingham, as he flashes over Australia, across the Pacific, to contact waiting ground stations at Guaymas, Mexico. And California waits as Friendship 7 streaks home to the land of its origin. An unseen comet lining across the United States in 8 lightning minutes of flight. Completing 3 history-making circuits of the globe, John Glenn fires retro rockets to slow the spacecraft, to direct it back to Earth.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, fire. Roger. Retros are firing. Yeah, baby. Are they ever? It feels like I'm going back toward Hawaii.
Then the first ominous note, the first warning of possible disaster. A chilling signal flashes an indication that the capsule's heat shield may be loose. The astronaut might perish like an earthbound meteor in 3,000 degrees of re-entry heat without the heat shield. Strapped over it, the retro pack might hold it in place. Cape Canaveral makes the decision.
This is Texas Capcom Friendship 7. We are recommending that you leave the retro package on through the entire re-entry.
As all the world listens and stands still and helplessly hopes, Cape Control shows the way. Using fly-by-wire control for re-entry, John Glenn rides his craft through the vastness of space towards the curving globe beneath. As science in its amazing exactness selects the Caribbean from all the oceans of the Earth to receive Friendship 7 as it blazes into the Earth's atmosphere.
This is Friendship 7, a real fireball outside.
A fireball. The fiberglass surface of the heat shield is starting to oblate, to melt and vaporize as a glowing electrically charged wake streams back to block off communication as the Earth's atmosphere slows the capsule's descent.